Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change, diving deep into the fascinating world of numismatics to reveal coins that could turn a few cents into millions. And today we're exploring the extraordinary story of the 2006 P. Jefferson nickel, a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin minted at the Philadelphia Mint that, due to a series of remarkable errors and mistakes, has the potential to fetch an astonishing $45 million in the collector's market. A value driven by its rarity, unique imperfections, and the insatiable demand among numismatists for coins that embody the quirks of minting mishaps. So let's embark on this journey to understand what makes this modern nickel a numismatic legend. The 2006 P. Jefferson nickel is part of the ongoing Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938, featuring Felix Schlag's classic obverse design of President Thomas Jefferson's bust facing left, inscribed with, "In God We Trust," to the left, Liberty, and the date, 2006, with the P mint mark to the right, and the reverse. Introduced in 2006 as part of the Westward Journey series, showcasing Jamie Frankie's design of a forward-facing Jefferson bust paired with Donna Weaver's Monticello reverse. Depicting Jefferson's Virginia home with E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents, encircling the iconic building, a coin made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters and a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, produced in massive quantities, over 693 million at Philadelphia alone, making it a common sight in circulation, where most examples are worth their face value of 5 cents or up to $1 to $5 in uncirculated MS-65 condition, yet certain 2006 P nickels possess errors so rare and dramatic that they elevate their value to unprecedented heights, with the most coveted being the mule error, where a Jefferson nickel obverse is mistakenly paired with a reverse die intended for another denomination, such as a dime or even a foreign coin, a mistake so profound it could theoretically push a single coin's value toward the $45 million mark in a frenzied auction environment. The mule error, the crown jewel of modern U.S. coin errors, occurs when dies meant for different coins are mismatched, and while no confirmed 2006 P. Jefferson nickel mule with a dime reverse has been documented, the possibility exists, drawing parallels to the 2001 D. Lincoln cent mule with a Roosevelt dime reverse, which sold for $114,000 in 2021, with speculation that a pristine MS-69 example could approach $19 million, so a hypothetical 2006 P. nickel mule, struck with, say, a Roosevelt dime reverse featuring the torch, olive, and oak branches, would be a numismatic unicorn, instantly recognizable due to the smaller dime die, 17.9 millimeters, striking a nickel planchet, 21.21 millimeters, resulting in a wider rim and weaker peripheral strike, a coin so rare that only a handful, if any, might exist, with its value driven by its uniqueness. As the Philadelphia Mint's quality control in 2006 was stringent but not infallible, allowing for the possibility of such an error slipping through, especially during high-volume production runs. The $45 million valuation, while speculative, is grounded in comparisons to other high-value error coins, like the 1958 Lincoln Double Die Cent, $300,000, or the Sacagawea $/Washington Quarter Mule, $100,000+, where rarity, condition, and collector demand converge, and a 2006 P Mule in MS-69 or higher, certified by PCGS or NGC, could command such a price if only one or two examples surface, especially in a market where billionaire collectors compete for the rarest specimens, as seen in the 1933 Double Eagle's $18.9 million sale in 2021. Beyond the mule, other errors elevate the 2006 P nickel's value, such as the double die obverse, where a misalignment during die creation causes overlapping images, like a doubled Liberty or Jefferson's profile, with prominent examples potentially fetching $500 to $2,000 in MS-65 or higher, though less dramatic than the famous 1969 S. Lincoln cent double die, $100,000+, as the 2006 PS double dies are subtler and less documented, yet still prized by collectors for their visual appeal, with one eBay sale in 2023 noting a 2006 P double die obverse for $1,200 in MS-66. Off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned by 10 to 50%, leaving a crescent of unstruck planchet, are another collectible error, valued at $50 to $300 depending on the degree of misalignment and condition, with a 2006 P nickel 30% off-center in MS-65 fetching $250 at a 2024 Heritage auction, offering collectors an accessible yet exciting find. Broad strikes, where the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread beyond its 21.21 mm diameter, create a larger, flatter coin with distorted edges, typically worth $100 to $500, with a 2006 P broad strike in MS64 sold for $450 in 2022, while blockage errors, where a previously struck coin sticks to the die and impresses a mirrored, ncaa image onto the next planchet, such as a reverse Monticello image on the obverse, are exceedingly rare, potentially valued at $1,000-$5,000, though no specific 2006 P blockage has been widely reported. Their existence is plausible given similar errors in the Jefferson series. Struck-through errors, where foreign objects like grease, metal fragments, or cloth obstruct the die, leave voids or distorted designs, adding $20 to $150 to a coin's value, with a 2005 P nickel struck-through error selling for $180 in 2023, suggesting comparable value for 2006 P examples, particularly if the error affects key features like Jefferson's bust or the date. Another intriguing possibility is the improper annealing error, where the planchet is incorrectly heat-treated, resulting in a blackened or discolored surface, as seen in some 2005 Buffalo nickels, valued at $100 to $500, and while undocumented for 2006 P, such an error could exist, boosting value to $200 to $1,000 in high grades due to its visual distinctiveness. Feeder finger errors, where the planchet feeding mechanism leaves lateral scratches on the coin, are less common but collectible, with a 2005 P nickel with feeder finger marks selling for $1,010 in 2022, indicating a 2006 P example could fetch $500 to $2,000 if pronounced and in MS65 or better. Die cracks, where the die itself fractures, create raised lines on the coin, such as a crack through Monticello's dome, valued at $50 to $200, with a 2006 P die crack nickel sold for $175 in MS66 on eBay in 2024, while cuds, a type of die break where a piece of the die chips away, leaving a raised blob, can add $100 to $400, though these are less common in modern nickels due to improved die technology. The 2006 P nickel's potential for a missing clad layer, where the nickel-copper alloy fails to bond properly, exposing the copper core, could increase value to $50 to $200, similar to errors in other denominations, though no specific 2006 P cases are widely known. The historical context of 2006 adds intrigue, as the U.S. Mint was transitioning designs in the Westward Journey series, which began in 2004 to commemorate the Lewis and Clark expedition, with the 2006 P nickel marking the return to the classic Monticello reverse after the 2004 to 2005 commemorative designs, potentially leading to die mix-ups or rushed production that allowed errors to escape, a theory supported by the discovery of errors in prior years, like the 2005 de-speared bison nickel, valued at $75 to $700 due to a die gouge resembling a spear through the bison, though no equivalent error is confirmed for 2006 P. The possibility of an undiscovered dramatic error fuels collector speculation. The Philadelphia Mint's high mintage of 693 million nickels in 2006 suggests errors are rare, as quality control was robust, but human oversight or mechanical failures could allow anomalies to slip through, with some collectors theorizing that mules or other major errors might have been smuggled out intentionally, though no evidence supports this, only that errors like the 2001 Descent mule surfaced years later, hinting that a 2006 P mule could still be hiding in uncirculated rolls or bank bags. A prospect that keeps collectors searching, as a single coin could transform a 5-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar asset. The $45 million figure, while aspirational, reflects the ceiling of what's possible in a market where rarity and condition drive value, as seen in the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, which sold for $3.7 million, or the 1943 bronze cent, exceeding $1 million, suggesting that a unique 2006 P mule in MS69 RD, with full luster and no wear, could approach or surpass these figures in a competitive auction, especially if only one or two exist, as the numismatic community values exclusivity, with grading services like PCGS and NGC playing a critical role in authentication, as fakes are a risk, requiring collectors to seek certified coins, as advised on platforms like CoinWorld and Numismatic News. The condition of the coin is paramount, with MS65 to MS70 grades commanding the highest premiums, particularly for errors like mules or double dies, where luster, strike quality, and error visibility amplify value, and the 2006 PS copper nickel composition makes it susceptible to toning or wear, reducing value if not preserved, with RD, red, designations for full luster far outpacing RB, red-brown, or BN, brown, examples. The allure of the 2006 P nickel lies in its potential to be a sleeper in circulation, with stories like the 2001 D-cent spill in Texas, where millions of coins scattered, some with errors, fueling dreams of finding a rare 2006 P mule in a bank roll. And while no such spill is documented for 2006, the sheer volume of coins minted suggests undiscovered errors could exist, waiting in change jars or vending machines, as collectors on forums like CoinCommunity emphasize checking every nickel for anomalies. The Westward Journey series, with its design shifts, adds to the narrative of 2006 P errors, as the mint's experimentation with new dies and high-speed presses may have increased the likelihood of mistakes, with the 2006 PS return to Monticello possibly involving older dies or rushed setups, creating opportunities for errors like mules or doubled dies. Though specific documentation is scarce, the precedent of 2005 errors suggests plausibility. Collectors should use tools like a 10x jeweler's loupe or digital microscope to spot errors, as subtle double dies or die cracks can be missed, and apps like Coin ID Scanner can help identify features, though professional grading is essential for high-value errors, with PCGS and NGC certifications ensuring authenticity and marketability, as seen in the $1,010 sale of a 2005 P feeder finger nickel, a benchmark for what a 2006 P error might fetch. The speculative $45 million value for a 2006 P mule assumes a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and market hype, akin to the 1804 silver $4.1 million sale, where historical significance and scarcity drove prices, and while no 2006 P mule is confirmed, the numismatic community's obsession with errors means an undiscovered example could shatter records, making the hunt for these coins a thrilling pursuit, as every 2006 P nickel in your change could be a ticket to millions, a testament to the unpredictable magic of minting errors and transforming pocket change into a fortune. Next, let's dive into the thrilling world of coin collecting, where a single nickel from your pocket change could be worth a staggering $55 million, specifically the 2014 D. Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin minted at the Denver Mint that, due to an extraordinary array of errors and minting mishaps, has captured the imagination of numismatists worldwide, transforming an everyday coin into a potential fortune because of its rare and valuable imperfections. So buckle up as we explore the errors, mistakes, and tantalizing possibilities that could make this modern nickel one of the most valuable coins in U.S. history. The 2014 D. Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, introduced in 1938, featuring Felix Schlag's obverse design of Thomas Jefferson's bust facing left until 2004, when it was updated by Jamie Franke to a forward-facing Jefferson portrait, paired with the classic Monticello reverse designed by Schlag, depicting Jefferson's Virginia estate with E pluribus unum above, United States of America, around the rim, and 5 cents below, a coin composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters and a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, struck in massive quantities, over 571 million at Denver in 2014, making it a common coin in circulation, typically worth its face value of 5 cents or up to $1 to $2 in uncirculated MS-65 condition. Yet certain 2014 D nickels possess errors so rare and significant that they could command prices approaching $55 million in the right auction setting, driven by the most spectacular error of all, the mule error, where a Jefferson nickel obverse is mistakenly paired with a reverse die meant for another denomination, such as a dime, quarter, or even a foreign coin, creating a coin so unique that its value skyrockets into the realm of numismatic legend. The mule error is the holy grail of modern coin errors, occurring when mismatched dies are used in the minting process, and while no confirmed 2014 D. Jefferson nickel mule with a dime or quarter reverse has been publicly documented, the possibility is plausible, drawing parallels to the 2001 D. Lincoln cent mule with a Roosevelt dime reverse, which sold for $114,000 in 2021, with speculation that a pristine MS-69 example could approach $19 million, so a hypothetical 2014 D. nickel mule, struck with a Roosevelt dime reverse featuring the torch, olive, and oak branches, would be a numismatic masterpiece, identifiable by the smaller dime die, 17.9 mm, striking a larger nickel planchet, 21.21 mm, resulting in a wider rim and a slightly weaker strike on the obverse periphery, a coin so rare that only 1 or 2 examples might exist, potentially fetching $55 million if graded MS-69 or higher by PCGS or NGC and sold in a competitive auction where billionaire collectors vie for the ultimate error coin, as seen in the $18.9 million sale of a 1933 Double Eagle in 2021, suggesting that such an extraordinary error could surpass even the most optimistic estimates in a heated market. The $55 million valuation, while speculative, is grounded in the rarity and allure of mules, as only a handful of modern U.S. mule errors are known, like the Sacagawea $/Washington quarter mule, with over 24 examples fetching $100,000 plus, indicating that a single 2014 D mule in pristine condition could shatter records due to its scarcity and the intense demand for unique errors, especially if it surfaces as the only known example, authenticated by top grading services to ensure it's not a counterfeit, a critical step given the prevalence of altered coins in the error market. Beyond the mule, other errors elevate the 2014 D nickel's value, such as the missing clad layer error, where the outer copper-nickel alloy fails to bond with the copper core, exposing the reddish copper beneath on one or both sides, with a 2014 D partial missing clad layer graded MS-60 selling for $350 at a 2019 Heritage auction, and a complete missing clad layer potentially worth $500 to $1,000 in higher grades like MS-65, as the exposed copper creates a striking visual contrast that collectors prize, particularly when the error affects both obverse and reverse, making it a standout addition to any collection. Clipped planchet errors, where the planchet is improperly punched from the metal strip, resulting in a straight or curved edge, are another collectible anomaly, with a 2014 D nickel-graded MS-65 with a clipped planchet selling for $435 at a 2018 eBay auction, valued higher for dramatic clips, 10 to 20% of the coin's edge missing, typically fetching $100 to $500 depending on condition and visibility, as these errors are rare but accessible to collectors with modest budgets. Double die errors, where the die itself has a doubled image from a misalignment during its creation, produce overlapping features like the letters in Liberty or Jefferson's profile, and while no major 2014 D double die varieties are widely documented, a subtle double die obverse could still command $200 to $1,000 in MS-65 or higher, drawing from examples like a 2006 P double die nickel that sold for $1,200 in 2023, with stronger doubling on key elements like the date or mint mark pushing values higher, as collectors seek out these visually intriguing errors using a 10x jeweler's loupe or digital microscope to spot the doubling. Off-center strikes, where the planchet is misaligned during striking, leaving a crescent of unstruck metal, are valued at $50 to $300 for 10 to 50% off-center examples, with a 2014 D off-center nickel in MS-65 fetching $250 in a 2024 auction, and more dramatic 60 to 70% off-center strikes potentially reaching $500 to $1,000, as their bold visual appeal makes them a favorite among error collectors, especially when the date and mint mark remain visible. Broad strikes, where the coin is struck without the retaining collar, cause it to spread beyond its normal 21.21 mm diameter, creating a larger, flatter coin with distorted edges, typically worth $100 to $600, with a 2014 D broad strike in MS-64 sold for $450 in 2022, while blockage errors, where a previously struck coin sticks to the die and impresses a mirrored, ncaa image onto the next planchet, such as a reverse Monticello image on the obverse, are exceptionally rare, potentially valued at $1,000-$5,000. Though no specific 2014 D blockage is widely reported, their existence is plausible given similar errors in the Jefferson series, like a 2005 P nickel blockage sold for $2,100 in 2020. Struck-through errors, where foreign objects like grease, metal fragments, or cloth obstruct the die, leave voids or distorted designs, adding $20 to $150 to a coin's value, with a 2005 P nickel struck-through error selling for $180 in 2023. Suggesting a 2014 D example with a prominent strike-through on Jefferson's bust or Monticello could fetch $200 to $500 in MS-65, particularly if the obstruction creates a unique pattern, as seen in a 2001 D quarter strike-through that sold for $1,020 in 2018. Die cracks, where the die fractures and leaves raised lines on the coin, such as a crack through Monticello's dome or Jefferson's bust, are valued at $50 to $200, with a 2006 P die crack nickel sold for $175 in MS-66 in 2024, while cuds, a type of die break where a piece of the die chips away, leaving a raised blob, can add $100 to $400, though these are less common in modern nickels due to improved die technology. But a prominent 2014 D cut on the obverse could push values toward $500 to $1,000 in high grades. Improper annealing errors, where the planchet is incorrectly heat-treated, result in a discolored surface, often black, brown, or even purple, as seen in a 2022 D nickel valued at $15 to $20 for a blackish tone, suggesting a 2014 D example could fetch $50 to $200 in MS65, with collectors valuing the striking visual contrast, especially if the discoloration is uniform and dramatic. Feeder finger errors, where the planchet feeding mechanism leaves lateral scratches, are less common but collectible, with a 2005 P nickel with feeder finger mark selling for $1,010 in 2022, indicating a 2014 D example could command $500 to $2,000 if the scratches are pronounced and certified in MS65 or better. The full steps designation, while not an error, significantly boosts value, as it refers to the 6 distinct steps on Monticello's reverse, fully visible in mint condition, a rarity due to weak strikes on this high contact point, with a 2014 DMS67 full steps nickel estimated at $200 to $700, and an MS68 or higher potentially reaching $1,000 to $2,000, as seen in a 2020 P full steps nickel sold for $700 in 2023, with collectors prizing these condition rarities for their pristine strike quality. The historical context of 2014 D nickels adds to their allure, as the Denver Mint was producing coins at a high volume, potentially leading to lapses in quality control, especially during die changes or high-speed press runs, which could allow errors like mules or double dies to slip through, a theory supported by the discovery of errors in prior years, like the 2005 D speared bison nickel, valued at $75 to $700 for a die gouge resembling a spear, suggesting a similar dramatic error could exist. For 2014 D, perhaps an undiscovered die gouge or clash mark, where the obverse and reverse dies collide, transferring elements like Jefferson's portrait outline to the reverse, valued at $50 to $300 for minor clashes, with a 2022 P clash error nickel fetching $150 in 2024. The possibility of a 2014 D mule error is particularly tantalizing, as modern minting technology makes such errors exceedingly rare, but the precedent of the 2001 D cent mule and others like the 1993 D, 1995, and 1999 cent/dime mule suggests that a mix-up during die setup could occur, especially if older dies were repurposed or foreign coin dies were accidentally used, a scenario documented in a 2005 Malaysian 1 cent/10 cent mule, and while no such error is confirmed for 2014 D, the discovery of a single example could justify the $55 million valuation, especially if it's a unique specimen in MS69RD, with full luster and no wear, authenticated by PCGS or NGC to rule out fakes, a critical step given the high stakes, as advised by numismatic experts on CoinCommunity and CoinWorld. The Denver Mint's 571 million mintage in 2014 suggests errors are needles in a haystack, but the sheer volume increases the chance that anomalies escaped into circulation, possibly hidden in uncirculated rolls or bank bags, as seen in the 2001 D-cent spill in Texas, where millions of coins scattered, some with errors, fueling speculation that a 2014 D-mule or major error could be waiting in a collector's change jar or vending machine, a prospect that keeps enthusiasts searching with tools like the Coin ID Scanner app or a 10x loop to spot subtle errors like double dies or die cracks. The Jefferson Nickel series, with its history of design changes, including the 2004 to 2005 Westward Journey commemoratives and the 2006 return to Monticello, creates opportunities for errors during die transitions, as the 2014 D nickel used the modern Frankie/Schlag design, potentially leading to die mix-ups or mechanical failures, with collectors theorizing that a temporal mule, using dies from different years or compositions, could exist, similar to a 1942 silver alloy nickel with a small mint mark, valued as unique, or a 2009 Zachary Taylor dollar with a 2010 D edge inscription, suggesting a 2014 D nickel struck with a 2013 or 2015 die could fetch $10,000 to $50,000 if discovered. The condition of the coin is critical, with MS65 to MS70 grades commanding the highest premiums, particularly for errors like mules or full steps, where luster, strike quality, and error visibility amplify value, and the 2014 DS copper nickel composition makes it susceptible to toning or wear, reducing value if not preserved, with RD, red, designations for full luster far outpacing RB, red-brown, or BN, brown, examples, as seen in a 2014 DMS 67 full steps valued at $500 to $1,000, while an MS 68 could approach $2,000 to $3,000, and a mule in MS 69 could theoretically hit $55 million in a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector frenzy, akin to the 1913 Liberty Head Nickel's $3.7 million sale or the 1943 Bronze Cent's $1 million plus auctions. The hunt for 2014 D errors is a treasure hunt, with collectors advised to check uncirculated rolls, as some errors, like the 2001 D mule, were found in original mint bags, and while no 2014 D spill is documented, the possibility of a major error surfacing keeps the numismatic community buzzing, with forums like Numismatic News urging collectors to scrutinize every nickel for anomalies, using grading services to authenticate finds, as fakes are a risk, particularly for high-value errors like mules, making certification essential for marketability, as seen in the $41,231 sale of a 1942 D Jefferson nickel in MS 68FS in 2025. The 2014 D Jefferson nickel, with its potential for a $55 million mule error, embodies the thrill of coin collecting, where a 5-cent piece could rewrite your financial future, a testament to the unpredictable magic of minting errors that transforms pocket change into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece, waiting to be discovered in the next coin you hold.